What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So, can you see it coming down? It's snowing right now. So it's Sunday evening. Not even evening yet. It's like Sunday 1:30. And it's Thanksgiving week. So what I'm going to do here, guys, throughout the years, every couple videos or so, anytime I do a video, even with the barn in the background, I get a handful of guys that would say, hey, it'd be cool if you did a barn tour. And I've always been reluctant to do it just because we store stuff in here, and you know, that one guy ruins it for everybody. So this week we are finally getting cameras set up here. So I'm going to do a barn tour with you guys. The last person who asked said history and just a barn tour. For brand new viewers, my name is SNOWED. Let's get rocking here. As far as the history goes, I don't really have a good handle on the history of this barn. You know, we got the place in 2006, and that's about all the history I know. There's some etchings on the outside wall, so I'll throw those in there real quick, and then we'll do a tour. I'll open up some doors, show you what's going on, and that'll be the video. Kind of like Tug Hill Barns. And still, I had one person interested that I met in person. If you are interested in a Tug Hill Cribs type deal, let me know in the comments below. I'll come out. We'll keep the roads and identifying stuff around it away from it, and we'll do a crib a camp tour, and then that'll be it. So that'd be cool if anybody wants to do that. Just let me know. Comments below. Hit me on any of my socials. So for what I have for history, this is all I have. I'm going to flip the camera and then we'll show you the etchings on the walls and stuff. So this is one of them. It appears to me it says Bobber. And we got Norman L. Hall, July 23rd, 1925. Then down here we have Vita, Marty, Dean, and Ladine. The Norman Hall's the big one though, 1925. See that snow? How exciting is that, guys? So it's pretty granular, but the freaking temperature dropped, and then all of a sudden it was raining pretty good when I was out and about this morning, and then the temperature dropped, and now it's snowing pretty good out here. Nice and granular. So we're gonna start this tour off. Sorry, I've been rambling. So off the end of the barn, this is where we store our tractor, and then there's just like odds and ends in here. See this wall? Old Jimbo, my dad, had to rebuild this wall. this guy's a jack of all trades, guys. I remember when we got this place, he said, I refuse to be one of those people that just lets my barn cave in. And the last few years, there's a couple things that have happened, and he was not lying. He spent all summer doing that wall, and then I'll show you the wall, like probably like 6 years ago. He had to rebuild a whole wall. And this is off the end, so you could see the break where the roofing siding is, and then this siding right there. There's a break there, so this was kind of like an add-on. Oh, let me show. Dad went crazy. He put a metal roof on this end of the barn too. All right, first things first. This is the main part. You got the metal beams that run up through here. And then you got this like pulley system, which is, I think, super cool. I'm guessing, if you know what it is, tell me in the comments below. I'm guessing it's some sort of like hay unloader or something. It's because it says Myers OK unloader, so you guys tell me. Got the Alice Chalmers tractor. Stairs, these stairs get you upstairs. So this is what I was talking about a few years back. This back wall all caved all the way down. So he put in those 2x8s and then the big boards to hold the wall up. And then we ordered, I don't know where those pictures are, else I would show you guys. It was freaking crazy, man. And then he had to do it over on this side too. It took him a while. And then another piece he had to fix. He had to put in new beams. My uncle has a barn and he had an extra beam, and then I forget where the other one was still here. So these two beams, he had to build that up on the bottom. And then build it up on the bottom over here. And then set it up. Because it might have been two years ago, the snow was kind of heavy. And we fell product to a couple spots in the barn started to cave. The snow on the roof, and then so there was a beam upstairs, and then he had to raise these ones down here, and it was just there was places collapsing in a lot of different spots. So they're in a lot of different places around here. Some of those Amish made sheds didn't have enough support, so a few of those collapsed. The snow was just stupid heavy. So we came up through the steps, and we just got stuff up here, guys. We just got stuff. Shelving for stuff. We got our reservoir boat. A beer ball made into a lamp for all you OGs that know about the beer ball. We found a couple of these at a antique store. My dad, for whatever reason, already had some and loved them, so we got more. Shelving, like I said, we just got stuff. There's another snowmobile. You know, my dad has a 2-up on his Renegade. That's the seat that goes with it. Better look at the coming up. Lots of helmets. They're mostly dirt. They're all dirt bike helmets. And then a snowboarding helmet. Tables. Stuff stored up there. So you get the pigeons and stuff that sit up on these ledges, like where that light's at. And then they'll shit. And they'll end up shitting on your boat. This was inside the barn, this old sewing machine. This is kind of the wood shop area. My dad loves the woodwork. He's got all kinds of wood stuff. Carvings and anything you could think of, guys. More shelving. Clams, anybody? Steam clams? I was wondering where that sprayer went. Lots of stuff. Anchors, boat stuff, netting, fish nets. All these slab wood. This is a big hunk of walnut he's got here. He made for one of our family members. He hand carved a teddy bear that sits on a chair, and it was about the same size, and it was a beautiful piece. I wish I knew where the pictures of all this stuff were. I would show it to you guys. More shelving. So we're just going to work our way to the end of the barn. More woodworking stuff, more slabs. We had a cherry tree, that stump that I showed you. And my dad loves slab wood. He likes to do a lot of that stuff, woodwork stuff. More wood slabs. More wood slabs. Before there was a camp behind us, I used to sit out here a lot and do some hunting. Wood burning stove. There's a couple of those in here. That's actually a big one. Look how big this space is, guys. It's freaking giant. Madden. And just more woodworking stuff. Gotta have a picture of Lake Ontario. This is where I used to keep that jet ski when I had it. David's kayak, my dad's canoe, an old shitty lawnmower, a basketball hoop I always wanted to put up right there, but this floor is not. It's decent, but there's spots that are just, you wouldn't be able to play around. All those fishing poles over there, I forgot about those. We just got stuff, guys. Look at this ceiling. That's where the pigeons used to hide. Right up in those vents. Then there she is, Slowbee's son. My boat. I cleaned this whole boat this summer, except for this one spot. I completely forgot about it. I was spraying it with that super clean stuff. This is another part of the barn that's going to have to, you could see right through to the basement. And then just more stuff, guys. Like I said, we have stuff. There they are. I pulled this stupid thing in forward, and now it's going to be a pain in the ass to spin around. You want a little sneak peek, fellas? We're going to be taking these guys out this week. So there's a ladder. I'll show you this when we go downstairs, but there's a ladder. When we first came and looked at this the first time, this is how we were able to get in here. We climbed up through here and just kind of peeked at what was going on upstairs. So this is all space. I'm trying to show you. All wide open. This is where I want to store. We have like 5 or 6 barn find snowmobiles, the old 340s that we bought from my uncle. And this is a door, but this door is a pain in the freaking ass to get open. And then it'd be nice to just store all the old snowmobiles over here. Kind of like a mini museum. And then it's just so much open space. This barn is so big, it's just impossible to use all the space. And then you got your hay. Is what I'm assuming is the hay falls. You can load it up in here and shoot it down to the bottom. Little sneak peek of the XRS. Got a lot of light now. Freaking when I came in, it was snowing. Look at how bright it is over here. $76 the last time that thing was registered. Yeah, so there used to be a old snowmobile in our backyard back home, and it was just falling apart. And one day I ran out there because they sold the property out there at one point. I ran out there and just tore that off and brought it here. Still in pretty good shape. All the posters I put up there all freaking going to shit. And then this is the best part of the barn, guys. But we're not going to go there yet. We got the milk house, we call it. The milk house. So we got toolboxes and 340s. They're all 340s. This one was the one that was in the one video, and it just like kind of seized up. But my dad seems to think that the engine wasn't seized, but it just, I don't know what his explanation was. And then these are just, I bought one from a kid across the street. We bought one from my uncle, and then we bought 4 from my uncle. And as you can see, they just hold rags, and this one was the best one of them all. It ran the most. And then tools. So let me explain the milk house to you. When we first got this, see I don't even know if I ever explained this in a video before. This is just like a brace, and then there's a door that's exactly as wide as a snowmobile. And this board, you can slide anywhere up through. See how it's set up? You can slide that anywhere up through, set it on, and keep it how it's set up, and then slide it. So then, this is a bad example, guys, but you can move the bar directly over the top of this, or like on your newer snowmobiles. Well, this one has it too. If you need to do the front, the skags, and then you got the chain fall, and we lift it up. You needed to change the plug, maybe sliders, the stuff that you could do by yourself that's not like computer stuff. Middle of the season, middle of a weekend, end of the weekend, before you say something happens before you go home, you get the part out. You don't have to trailer the snowmobile all the way home. You get the part out. Take it, stop at Ingles or something on the way home, or depending on what's going on at home and what's open. Now there's not really a whole lot of places open except for like Maddie's. But you go home, get your part, and then when you come back up the following weekend, you put the part in, and you keep going. You don't get held up by dropping your equipment off at the shop, and then it sits there until the end of the season because they have so many other snowmobiles to work on. Like I said, this is my favorite part of the barn because you can drive in and you can drive out. So your sleds are always protected. We got lots of stalls in here. Old signs. Lots of stalls. An old bike David found in the weeds, so it works. So now he's older, he doesn't ride it, so we'll probably get rid of it. But some wood, Some more stall stuff. A track for one of those 340s. Another hood. More wood, buckets, another stall. Just stuff, guys. Like I said, just stuff. Probably the most complete stall. So this is a spot where the boat's directly above us right here. And that's what one of the spots that we have to, I'll zoom in. Every time that tire hits that spot, it gets a little worse. So you've seen in the videos, we'll pull in and then we put this board down, skip the carbide over and then park out of the way. So if I come up and my dad can't, I don't have to drive around his sled. And if he comes up and I can't, he don't have to drive around my sled. So we get him out of the way. I got to move all this stuff this week. I'm on vacation. These lawnmowers got to go upstairs. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing yet. There's another 340. This one ran, but the track was like tight. And then we got all this wood. I need a log splitter, guys. And then slab wood from the Amish. I bought this thing at a garage sale for $50 because I thought I'd be able to at least chop some of the smaller slab wood or some of like a log like this guy. Here's a mini review for you. Don't bother with that thing. I feel more than anything, it's more dangerous than anything. I'll start to pump it, and as I'm pumping it, the parts on it and stuff start to twist, and it barely even chopped a big piece of pine. So that's all I gotta say. There's the other owl box right there, and then the bat box. I don't really see a whole lot of bats around here, but I think the pigeons were living in that for a minute. But there they are. I figured you guys wouldn't mind seeing these. So, guys, that's all we got for you today. A little barn tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize. I don't know the history of this barn. All I know is it's pretty sweet, and my dad's done a lot to take care of it, too, and keep the upkeep on it as well. Got that Alice Chalmers in the background. That's all I got for you guys, so do me that favor. Tell your grandmas, your grandpas, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your frenemies, your enemies about these videos. Like them, share them. Guys, thank you so much for all your support. I know sometimes I go a minute without posting a video, but I want to bring you content and not the same content over and over because, you know, the way these seasons go, and we're seasonable riders or whatever. Snowmobile, boat, fish, and all that. So sometimes I don't want to bring you the same exact video as before. So thank you for all your support. I love you guys. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Hopefully on Thanksgiving. Peace.